Welcome to the start of a new vlog. Andrew and I are in the kitchen. Today we are making a pot roast for dinner. We're gonna plan on eating that tonight and tomorrow night. It's my dad's recipe. It is such a good one. So I have some olive oil in the bottom of a Dutch oven. The onions are my own addition. That's not part of his recipe, but I put just a few onions in for flavor. And I am searing the meat, browning it on all sides. Let me go ahead and get the oven going. Preheat this to 350. So I am going to be using my dad's recipe as a basis to try something a little bit new. I'll put a blog post up for you guys on my dad's pot roast recipe, like the original. It's incredible. This man loves meat and potatoes. So if that is you, this pot roast recipe is gonna like blow your mind. It's absolutely delicious. We make it for people a lot when they come over. It's such a crowd pleaser. But I'm gonna be using it as a basis to try out like an idea that I had to make like a mushroom Swiss pot roast. So that's the idea. I have mushrooms, obviously, and I'm gonna add those maybe 30 minutes before I'm taking the roast out to finish because I don't want the mushrooms to get like soggy in it. And then I haven't exactly figured out how I'm going to incorporate the Swiss into it yet, but I'm going to. So we'll see how that goes. That's my idea for now. Maybe it'll turn out really weird. I don't know. So I've just put my pot roast into the oven. Are you excited about the mushroom Swiss roast?
I'm not the biggest Swiss fan.
I told him I'm not going to put it like directly on the roast. I might just like sprinkle it on top so I can try
because
it.
of World War II.
What?
Should we start over?
Maybe. So exciting developments in the world of...
I still make a joke.
No, stop it. He just keeps distracting me while I'm trying to tell you guys this exciting news. So exciting developments in the kitchen of Salem Waxtel, because WINC Wines reached out to me like, I don't know, a few weeks ago and asked if I wanted to be part of their ambassador program. And if you guys haven't heard of WINC, it's a website that like pairs your wine profile taste, and they like make recommendations based on the kinds of wines that you like, just on your flavor profile. So you kind of fill out a little quick questionnaire, and then it will tell you kind of what wines you like based on what you say, if you don't already know. Like we already know that we like red wines, specifically like a lot of Cabernets and Chardonnay de Pups, and you like some
I like a Merlot now and then.
Yeah.
We like the tannins.
Yeah. Tannin, dark cherry flavor, wood, oak kind of stuff. So we already know what we like, so it's easy. But if you don't, WINC makes it really approachable to figure it out. Anyway, so they're this website that can tell you recommendations of wines to order. They've got good sustainable practices, and so when they reached out to me about asking if I wanted to be an affiliate with them, I was like, yes, sign me up. This sounds great, because then they send me wines to try and I get to tell you guys about them. Got a treats interlude over here. Anyway, but I get to tell you guys about our experience with it. They did give me a discount code for you guys to use, so I'll put that in the description box. If you shop through the link, you get 4 bottles of wine for $29.95, and your shipping is included in that, which is amazing. So if you want to try it out for yourself, but you'll get to see throughout this video and like future videos as well, because I don't think we're gonna get through 4 bottles of wine in one video, but you know, if for some reason we do, I guess you'll see all of it. But yeah, so you'll see us kind of start working our way through these in this video. We're gonna open the first one tonight and show you what we got in the box, and then we'll tell you what we think and our honest thoughts and opinions as we get to them. Yeah. So let's show them the box. All right. My Vanna White here is opening our WINC box. You want to open it? So this is the box it comes in. They can't just like deliver without an ID, so I had to be home to receive it, so there's no chance of it like falling into the wrong hands, which is nice. Comes in.
Suspense.
I know, the suspense is killing us. But I like the sustainable packaging. Everything in there is cardboard. Sustainability is a real crux of their brand. They tell you a lot about that on their website if you're curious. So I picked out the wines. I did not confer with Andrew at all.
Well.
Sorry, babe. But I did get 3 Cabernets and 1 prosecco bottle. Like I said, I know what I like. They also do a rating system too, so once you try the wines, people can rate them 1 to 5 stars, so you can kind of see what everybody else likes as well. Okay, let's see what we got. So we have the Broad and Pattison Cabernet. This one is the Prosecco Finks. The Matchlock Cabernet. And the Shop Cabernet. I feel like we should definitely do a red wine tonight since we're doing red meat, and we should save the Prosecco for the chicken dish we're doing later this week.
The poulet avenir?
Yeah. I think that would be a better mix since we have 2 days. So we'll do 1 bottle of wine for the next 2 days. Do you want to pick one? All of them kind of have the flavor profiles that we liked. I picked the ones that were everybody's favorites on the website because I thought let's start with those, and then in the future we could try new ones. So they've all kind of got the flavor profile that we like the tannin and the dark fruit.
I don't know if I've ever had a cab from California.
Oh, that's another thing. A lot of their vineyards are based in the US. They do have international vineyards, but it's not as many as there are in the US.
If we're talking about sustainability, it's better that they're not going
like shipping it. Oh, and that's another cool thing too. Sorry, I just think about these things randomly and I'll tell you as I think of it. But you can also filter their wines by low sulfur options and low sugar options, and also like organic options. So they have a lot of different filters that you can apply if you have specific diet. They make vegan wines also, which I didn't know that wines couldn't be vegan. Did you?
What? Why?
I don't know. I have to go look at it, but they have a vegan filter on their website also. So I didn't know that wines weren't vegan. If you know, please comment below why wines are not vegan.
Is it yeast?
Maybe?
Then how do they ferment it without?
I don't know. Good question. But they have a vegan filter. So if you're vegan, more opportunities. Okay, so it looks like we're going to try Shop Cabernet first.
And a swimming pool for you.
It's not a swimming pool. It's a normal glass.
No, it's a normal kiddie pool.
You're not going to put our...
Oh, yes.
You're not going to put Henry on.
Henry... You can't pour without Henry.
No. I'm sure this is what WINC Wines wants to see, is a barfing version of their wine.
Okay. You know, I don't want to...
This is a classy endeavor, okay? So it should go without saying, I should note that Andrew rarely likes... Here, back up. They can't see your face. Andrew rarely likes a wine on the first go. So let's just preface this with that moment. We'll see what you think. It smells good.
Kind of do the whole...
I quite like that, actually.
It's okay.
You don't seem convinced.
I know it's weird for a red to be chilled, but I feel like this would be really good chilled.
It's not acidic or harsh at all. I think it's got a great...
It's very mild wine.
Yeah. It's got a great texture. What's the...
I don't know what the terminology is for...
Listen, I don't have a ton
legs.
of... Yeah, it does have a good legginess to it, but it's not super full body. I don't have a ton of wine vocabulary, so I'm not going to pretend like I am a sommelier and I know anything about what I'm talking about. I'm just a... Yes, we did watch a lot of wine documentaries, and so now we're experts. But that's what I think is the good thing about WINC, though, is that they make it approachable, you know? So I think there can be a lot of, trepidation or, I don't know what I'm doing when when people start drinking wine, but... I really like this one.
It can also be pretty pretentious. So.
It's very fruity. like a very fruity flavor. It's less
Yeah.
less oaky, less tanniny, which I love those too, but it's definitely more in like the fruity category.
It's a very like middle of the road red. It's not like too dark. It's not too thin like a Cote de Rhone.
It would go well with a lot of stuff, I feel.
Yeah. I don't know if it has enough body for like Italian food, because normally I want something like really heavy, but it would be good with, you know, Italian food. Maybe something that has a little of acidity to begin with.
So your final verdict, what would you give it out of 5 stars? And you can have half stars too if you want.
4.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's
Pretty
a
good.
solid 4 for me, or 4.5.
I would drink it. Yeah.
Just trying to give you a sense of what it looks like. Anyway, yeah, so this is the first one we've opened. Again, this is the Chop Shop Cabernet Sauvignon, and we're going to drink a bottle with dinner tonight. Probably drink
Not
some
the
more.
whole bottle.
No, we're gonna drink a bottle with over today and tomorrow, and then when we open other ones, we'll let you know what we think of those. But yeah, so again, if you're interested in trying WINC wines, 4 bottles for $29.95. Shipping is included, and if you shop in my link, that's how you can access that. So let me know what you think if you try it.
Coat it with whipped ricotta and chopped up pistachio.
Whipped ricotta, chocolate pistachio?
No, chopped pistachio.
Oh.
Chop that up and taste it. I like it.
To be honest, I'm not really much of a baker. I like cooking when
Me neither.
when we do it together, because it's like a way we bond in our relationship. I feel we've cooked together since we met. It's pretty rare that we cook solo unless one of us like isn't feeling well or something like that.
If you're out of town, I don't cook.
Yeah, if I'm on my own, I don't either. I like order in and yeah, you go through all my bad habits.
Yeah.
But we cook together and somehow that makes it okay. So we just like discovering new recipes and cooking together and finding new stuff. And amp up really any flavors that we like. So that recipe has Dijon in it, and naturally I put in like a whole jar basically.
Are you the reason there's a Dijon shortage?
Yeah, so apparently there's a Dijon shortage right now.
What is this world coming?
I don't know, but that freaks me out because
She really likes Dijon.
we go
This is a
through like
crisis.
the big things of Dijon probably once every, I don't know, how often would you say, like a month maybe? If I'm making deviled eggs regularly, definitely more often than that. But we go through Dijon like nobody's business. I say we, it's mostly me. I'm the one that loves Dijon. But yeah, apparently there's a Dijon shortage even in Dijon, France, and that is a crisis in my opinion. This wine is really good. You've already finished yours. Here we have the roast with mushroom sauce and the roasted potatoes. Andrew's olive oil cake. What are you making?
I am making whipped ricotta.
So this was supposed to have a vegetable, but we forgot. So we're trying the mushroom Swiss roast. I put a little piece of cheese on the side for Andrew because he does not really like Swiss cheese very much. Thoughts?
I just tried the pot roast. It's delicious.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I think it needed more time, but honestly, it's past 9 o'clock and that's very late for us to be eating dinner. So we decided to pull it out early and maybe we can put it back in the oven tomorrow. Yeah, when we reheat it. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I love the light in the living room when it starts transitioning between summer and fall. It's just got such a beautiful glow in here in the morning. I wanted to say that I saw how crazy you guys went for these leggings, and to a smaller extent for the sports bras. If you bought the leggings, because I can see how many clicks I shot, by the way, in my description box below, I use what's called affiliate links. If you're not familiar with affiliate links, it doesn't cost you guys any extra money, but if I make you know, like organic recommendations, like my own thoughts, I can put a link in the description box, and if you guys purchase something through the link, the brand basically like gives me a commission for, hey, thanks for introducing people to this. So if you buy something through my links in my description box, then I get like a few cents kickback. But really it's just more interesting for me because I love to see like what you guys are interested in. But these leggings got more clicks than anything else that I've ever like linked to before. So if you had these leggings, you have to tell me in the comments, like once you've had them for a bit and you've like worn them, what you think of them. You can feel free to be totally honest with me. I am 100% confident in this recommendation. So yeah, I would love to like hear what you guys think of them if you got them. Like they, like I said, are so soft. Like they're my favorite, absolute favorite leggings. Love them. And I've had like the gamut of fancy leggings to cheap leggings. So yeah, and obviously because these are from Amazon, they are in the much more inexpensive side of the spectrum, and they're just like super stretchy and comfortable, high-waisted. Yeah, they're the dream leggings. So I just had to say that I thought that was so cute and funny how much you guys liked the leggings recommendation, and let me know what you think. Are you as in love with them as I am? Hello, back from my walk, showered and dressed for the day. I'm wearing my Persephone shorts made in a black bull brush denim. Wow, that mirror is really dirty. I need to clean it. Yeah, so the Persephone shorts, and then just a plain white tee, comfort. My friends, this morning, they've been sending me flowers for Mika because they're so thoughtful and wonderful, and thank you to them and also my family. Right now I'm sipping on my coffee, eating some deviled eggs. About to start work for the day. Probably put on an audiobook or listen to some YouTube while I work, so I'll check in with you later. Hello, it is lunchtime. I'm in the kitchen right now making one of my absolute favorite lunches. I make this all the time. It's the cheeseburger salad from Skinny Taste. I'll leave the recipe linked down below. Basically, it's like you're eating a cheeseburger or a hamburger, but it's in salad format. It's really, really good, and it's the dressing that makes it. It's like a mayonnaise base, has like ketchup, mustard, pickle juice, and then like some spices and stuff. It's a really good salad. I definitely recommend it. So I'm gonna prep that and eat some lunch. Here's what the salad looks like now that it's finished, except for the dressing, of course. It's got romaine, avocado, cherry tomatoes, a little bit of shredded cheese, sauteed red onions, did I say cherry tomatoes? And then of course a little hamburger that's just got some salt, pepper, and other spices. This one's also really good in a meal prep situation because you can cook all of the hamburgers in advance and then just heat up one hamburger a day for the salad. And then the dressing, yes, He wants it. The dressing has mayo. Oh, there's also 1 pickle spear chopped up and put in here as well. The dressing has mayo, pickle juice, ketchup, mustard, paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing? Last night, it was a whirlwind of wedding planning on that couch with the computer. We just have a lot of little loose end stuff to figure out. So I didn't really vlog anything last night because I was literally filling out a questionnaire for my photographer for like 4 hours. No kidding, it was a lot of work. We ate pot roast leftovers. We had some more of that first bottle of WINC wine that we opened. So yes, it is Friday. Happy Friday. Very exciting. I have a delivery coming my way. Mood just sent me a notification that the antique white satin back fabric that I ordered is out for delivery. So I can't wait to get that and I can start finishing up my dress. We'll see how that goes for the remainder of the weekend. So yeah, that's happening today. A lot of other just like little loose end wedding stuff to tie up, but first I gotta get to work. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I've gotten a lot of work done today. My Mood Fabrics order arrived, so I'm excited to cut that out later. I need Andrew's help for it though, because it's a really big piece of fabric and a maxi length skirt, so I need his help to hold the tape measure while I mark out my half circle skirt to cut out. So as soon as he gets back, it's go time. I'm really excited to start working on this project again. I'm really looking forward to this weekend, just kind of having like a slow self-care kind of weekend. I'd love to do a face mask tonight. Hopefully Andrew and I can watch some movies and do some crafting, and yeah, just have like a really nice, like relaxing, slow, crafty weekend. That's the idea anyway. Maybe he and I will have like a little adventure. It's been a lot of like, as you can imagine, emotional turmoil in the past, few weeks. And so we just are looking forward to having some time together. I have changed because this apartment feels too hot for my liking. The Mood Fabrics order is here. Please be everything that I dreamed of. Oh, I ordered an invisible zipper. Oh yeah, this looks beautiful. Yes, much better. This is gonna be perfect for the project. Can't wait. All right, I'm about to, what? You're gonna be banned from here soon, I'm sorry. Whenever I cut anything out, he has to like jump up on the table and just lays on it, which white fabric, very precious fabric, expensive fabric, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so about to mark and cut out the half circle skirt for the dress, but first, prosecco. All right, ready? Sit. Okay, so we're opening the second bottle from the WINC stash. This is their Finke's prosecco. So let's give it a go. Prosecco in crafting is an odd, like, tradition for me. I think my friend Emily and I are kind of the ones that got started on it, and it's just kind of stuck with me, and now I love having prosecco while crafting. Who doesn't? Do you want the cork? Sometimes he likes to keep the corks to put miniatures on while he paints them, because it gives him something to like hold on to and turn it while he paints. Hence the asking if he wants to keep it. Cheers.
Cheers.
This one is not my favorite. I don't know, what do you think about it?
Not my favorite either.
To me, it sort of tastes like Chardonnay.
Yeah,
Do you get that vibe?
I could kind of see that.
It has like a bit of a butteriness to it. If you like Chardonnay, this might be more of your thing. I won't say this is my favorite, but that first red wine that we opened has been delicious. I really like that one.
Yeah, I thought it was very good.
As you can see, this is, I think, going to be a much better color match for my project, especially with this on top of it. It is a little more yellow than I was expecting compared to my bodice, which is quite white, and I'm not sure why, because all of them are the antique white, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a difference in like the satin backed version of it. Either way, the organza is going to be on top of it, so it will tone it down a little bit, and I think it'll still be absolutely gorgeous when it's finished. It's just, if you were curious, it is a little more yellow than I was expecting it to be. So now I have all of my pieces cut out, with the exception of an illusion mesh for in between the plunging neckline area. So I'm ready to go. So I'm spreading out on the floor. I think my first order of business with the skirt is going to be to baste the organza to the satin back organza at the waistline, so that I can kind of treat them as one piece going forward. Once I finish basting those layers together, then I will take it to my bodice and attach it to the bodice. So in a surprising turn of events, it turns out I might need the brown satin-backed silk organza for this dress anyway. I have attached the organza to the new antique white organza, and it's a little too see-through. Like, yes, I could use proper undergarments with it, but it honestly looks better too with the brown satin-backed silk organza underneath, so 2 layers. I think I need to pin it to my dress form and take a look that way. I've tried to hold it up to my body, but everything is in lots of pieces and I don't want to stretch the waistline too much, so it's kind of a tough call. I can't decide what to do right now. Okay, so ignore the fact that you can see through it, although that is part of the problem, but with the proper undergarments, I truly think it will be fine. But here is the dress without the brown underlayer, and here's the dress with the brown layer. I think the brown layer is a winner. I think it adds just the right amount of like nude contrast underneath it, and it also makes it not see-through, so I don't have to worry at all about my undergarments, which would be really nice. Well, that ended up working out great. All right, yeah, now that I've seen it, it's settled. We are being super basic for dinner tonight. I just did not feel like cooking the meal plan that we had because it's kind of a longer one to cook. So I made myself some very lazy butter garlic pasta with tomatoes, wine, and Parmesan in it. I used a little bit of the prosecco from the WINC order from the glass that I'm drinking from. We are in the kitchen, per usual. Andrew's making some focaccia. I just made us some homemade mayo. If you've never made homemade mayo, you have to try it. So easy. You just crack an egg into a food processor, add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of mustard. Blend that up with the food processor, and then take 1 cup of olive oil, and as the food processor is going, so you'll like hold it down, you'll drizzle it in through the top of this, because the key is that the olive oil has to drip into the mixture really, really slowly to not break the egg yolk. It's like some sort of science thing. So you'll drizzle the 1 cup of olive oil into the food processor through this slowly, and then it will eventually give you a mayo, and it's so delicious. I like to add other herbs to it to make like an herb mayo. This one has sage and thyme and a little bit of pepper in it. Andrew's in the process of making us his famous turkey club sandwiches, in which he cooks the turkey with some mayonnaise on the stovetop. Hello, I'm in the sewing room right now working on the wedding dress project. So far today, I've been procrastinating big time on working on it because it's time to attach the bodice to the skirt, and the bodice is too long. Normally this is not, I cut it longer on purpose so I could try it on and then kind of use the elastic method to like know how much to cut off. I basically decided, all right, I've made the Rose Cafe bustier dress like 4 times minimum now, maybe more than that I'm not remembering. So I tried on all of my versions of the Rose Cafe and picked the one that had the bodice length I liked the best, kind of compared them, so like trying to see how long I want to make it, how short. So I've measured this existing dress that I have, and then I've measured that against the bodice that I have, adding seam allowance, and then just chopped off the bottom of it, which was a little scary, but I thought, you know, I have a little more fabric. If I need to make it again, I can make the bodice again. But so far, it's going perfectly. Let me show you. So right now I'm on the floor pinning the bodice to the skirt, and I know that this is center front right here because there is a fold on center front on the skirt, and it's fitting perfectly. I think that this one should overlap it just slightly, which is what I want. So fingers crossed that it looks good when I try it on. I'm gonna baste it initially and then like hold it up to myself to see what I think about the length of the bodice. And if I don't like it, then I guess I might cut it again. We will see. But like I said, I've made this pattern several times now, so I know the ins and outs of my way around the Rose Cafe pattern. So if I have to make it again, it's really not that big of a deal. The thing that would kind of suck about it is that these fabrics are really slippery, and so they are quite challenging to work with. I have to cut every single piece as a single layer, and there are 2 layers in the bodice, so I have to cut all of these pieces individually 2 times. So fingers crossed that this goes well. Okay, so I can't show you obviously because there's no cups in it yet, so I can't show you the try on, but I just stripped out and did a try on, and it looks amazing. What do you think, Andrew? What do you think?
I like it.
He likes it.
No, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks really good. Really good. I think I've got a perfect fit on it. I'm so annoyed. I've just spent the last hour and a half unpicking very carefully the zipper from the dress. It was the worst zipper insertion I have ever done in my life. And I saw it and I was like, no, I cannot keep that. That looks horrendous. But you have to be so careful when unpicking because it's silk chiffon. Or silk organza, not chiffon, but still, same difference. I'm putting it away for now. Come back to it tomorrow, later tonight at the earliest. This morning's breakfast prepared by my love, who got bacon and some toad in the holes. Come on. So I've been trying to think of a way that I could let people know that they are supposed to take one of each of the seed packets and Andrew's chili recipe with them as the wedding favor. And this morning, while I was searching for something else in my crafting stash, I found this little bag of mini clothespins that I've had for ages and not used them, and it sparked the idea that I could do this. So now people know to take one of everything and not just one. Okay, so I'm in the mood to sew, but I think I'm going to switch gears for a little bit on the wedding dress and work on my Gucci inspired skirt project that I cut out a while ago. Just want a little break from the wedding dress and want to work on something different. So I'm going to work on the skirt. It's from Vogue 1643. I'm making View D, this really cute pleated skirt that has a ribbon on the hem. And I bought this very Gucci-like green and red striped ribbon. I'll leave everything linked in the description box, although I couldn't find this one on fabric.com anymore, so they're either not selling it anymore or they're out of stock and have not restocked it yet. I'm not sure what's going on, which is a shame because I think this is a super affordable, nice crepe fabric, and I love the color of it. But yeah, they do have this crepe in like a lilac color, so if that's your thing, I'll leave it linked below. But yeah, it's like a polyester blend, so more affordable. This was so much work. The instructions for me were totally clear as mud. I couldn't figure out what it wanted me to do, so I'm going rogue and just marking, pressing and pinning in the pleats, and then I'm just gonna sew it down and call it a day. I'm thinking that's, I mean, it'll look the same, and then I'll have to figure out a way to like nicely press these evenly. I don't know if I should just like go at it carefully or if I should like sew a line of stitching at the place where I want to press it. I don't know, but the pleats are pinned. Saving this for another day. We just meal planned went to the grocery, came back, and now we have cooked dinner. One of my favorites. This is, I'm so sorry to my French followers, poulet au vinegar. I'm sorry. It's vinegar chicken, essentially, but it is delicious. It's one of my favorite recipes. Andrew likes this one too. And he made us the rice and asparagus. I just looked up the pronunciation. Vinaigrette. Okay, well that is it for me for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Don't forget, you can use the link in the description box to get the 4 bottles of wine for $29.95 deal if you want to try WINC as well. I'll continue to tell you about our experience with it as we get to the other bottles. By the way, I filmed today a pattern haul for my McCall's order of their recent sale. I took a look at the footage and I was talking for like 30 minutes. I guess I had a lot to say to you guys about the different patterns that I got and ideas for what I want to make with them. Like, I'm really, really excited about them, but it felt like this video was going to be long enough without putting 30 minutes of footage of me talking about patterns and ideas for projects into it. So I'm going to put that into a separate video for you to watch. Be on the lookout for that. It'll be out probably in the next few days. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.